Many thousands of years ago, the Night Elven Empire extended across the ancient land of Kalimdor. In the northwestern regions of the empire, the cities of Bashalaran and Ametharan dominated the land. When the Sundering struck, the coastlines of Kalimdor were devastated, and many of the Night Elven cities fell to ruin, replacing its populace with ghosts. Pinned between the cold, harsh weather of the northern seas and the jagged, unwelcoming cliffs of Mount Hyjal's base, the northwestern shores of the newly formed Kalimdor became a hostile land. Many years passed before the Night Elves returned to attempt to rebuild. They found the land covered in a blanket of mist and named the unforgiving shores Darkshore. For many years, Darkshore belonged to the wilderness. A few brave night elves, naga, furbolg, and other creatures have settled the wilds and ruins along the shore, but for 10,000 years the land has thwarted any attempts at real civilization. When the Third War threatened Azeroth, most night elves fled Darkshore, seeking refuge within Moonglade and Mount Hyjal, and later on the newly grown Teldrassil. When they returned, they settled in the village of Aberdeen, a small port city connecting Teldrassil to the rest of the world. A handful of adventurers from Teldrassil were employed to keep the village safe and assist the ancients of the forests. Then the Cataclysm struck, devastating Azeroth and its people. The wild elements converged on Darkshore, causing widespread destruction all along the coast. Aberdeen fell to the raging waters, and at Darkshore's center, a massive vortex began to grow, threatening to tear apart anything that remained upon the shores. Adventurers from Teldrassil are quickly sent to the aid of Darkshore, where they find the survivors of the shattering gathering in the newly built Lor'Danel. The new village already finds itself under threat by a multitude of enemies, the closest of which are the diseased wildlife. Zen Falhoof, a satyr from Teldrassil, is found at the heart of the corruption, and further south, another satyr from Fell Wood is found to be corrupting Furbolg in the area. To the north, Night Elven forces have engaged with Shatterspear trolls, who have gained a strong foothold in the land. The trolls are discovered to be acting on the orders of Garrosh Hellscream, the Horde's war chief at the time. Plans to attack Ashenvale from the south are also discovered, and reinforcements are sent to head off the assault. Along the steep cliffs of Darkshore, a whirlpool rages and leads into the collapsed ruins of Bashalaran. A cavern is discovered, and within the ghost of a demon hunter, who possesses partial notes on the process of becoming a demon hunter. The scroll is turned into Night Elven authorities, who find its presence disturbing. South of Lor'Danel, the Twilight's Hammer have gathered and have gained control of the elementals loosed by the Cataclysm through their connections with the old gods. They fail in an attempt to summon Aetheron, a powerful air elemental, in preparation for an assault on Lor'Danel. They are also found in the massive vortex threatening Darkshore, keeping the storm from dissipating. Malfurion, who has traveled to Darkshore in an attempt to calm the land's raging energies, is found at the center of this whirling vortex, and warns that the shock waves of the Cataclysm all appear to be converging upon Darkshore. He seeks the help of the sole remaining wildkin in Darkshore, the scattered Furbolgs, and one of the land's ancients. He also seeks a green dragon, caught in the Emerald Nightmare by the Twilight's Hammer, who warns that the rifts forming in Darkshore threaten to shear the Emerald Dream from Azeroth completely. With the dragon's help, the cultists are cleared away from the storm, and work on fixing the land can begin. The Twilight's Hammer are not finished, however, and have found the skull of a long-dead monstrosity, a powerful minion of the old gods. Many thousands of years ago, the lands of Darkshore sat on the far reaches of Y'Shaarj and Cthulhu's domain, during the dominion of the Black Empire. After the Titans discovered Azeroth and the old gods' corruption, many battles were fought across the face of Kalimdor. At the heart of Darkshore, the Titans' creations confronted the herald of the old gods, Sogoth. 20 stone giants stood against the powerful foe, struggling against its dark power. The largest giant, Kron, allowed himself to be grabbed by the beast, and once in range, drove his sword through Sogoth's skull, killing it where it stood. When dwarves excavating near the creature find an ancient disc revealing the true nature of the beast, adventurers are sent to discover a way to stop it from returning. At the Grove of the Ancients, they discover that the Horn of the Ancients can be used to awaken the Grove's protectors. The horn is stolen, however, its keeper killed by a Naga. When the adventurer and Malfurion pursue the thieves, they discover a Shar at the heart of the operation. The former Night Elven Queen reveals that the entire affair was a ruse to distract Malfurion from the threats converging upon Mount Hyjal. Malfurion hurries off to protect Nordrassil, and the adventurer takes the horn and confronts the Avatar of Sogoth, summoning the Ancients to help battle the Great Horror. With the beasts slain and the Twilight's hammer routed from the land, the adventurer makes haste south, where they hope to assist in the defense of Ashenvale from the Horde. Darkshore is a harsh, hostile land, made even more so by the upheaval of the Cataclysm. Though its history has mostly been one of wilderness and solitude, its recent past has found many of Azeroth's threats converging in one place, threatening the very world itself. Perhaps in time the Night Elves will find reason to rebuild their ancient cities along the cliffs of Mount Hyjal, but for now, it will take many capable soldiers just to keep what little they have.